Hi everyone, hope you're doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, yesterday, Raila Odinga, together with Martha Karua, Kalonzo Musyoka, I saw Eugene Wamalwa, of course, I saw the ODM Deputy Party Leader, Wycliffe Ombeda Oparanya, and the Azimio la Umoja team at large, actually successfully managed to pull super massive crowd at Kamukunji grounds. There was mammoth of crowd, and Nairobi has responded so much well. They have shown super amazing love for Raila Odinga, and it can explain how Raila Odinga commands numbers in this country. Raila has followers. When you call people, they respond. They respond by showing up in their numbers, and you cannot take that for granted. You can't wish Raila Odinga away. This is a man you have to consider when you want to maybe involve yourself in politics, or if you want to respond to him, or if you want to have an engagement with Raila Odinga. And this is not going well with the state. They are not happy, they are not settled, there is panic, there is fear. Meetings are going on. They are discussing on what next. What should they do? How should they reach out to Raila Odinga? How can they stop this? And is it possible to stop this? Because again, in the same message, the youth were sending out clear information on what is happening on the ground. So we want to look in some of those issues. I will not play the videos here because I know you have already seen the videos, but we just want to check on some of the highlights, respond, and what Ruto should be expecting going forward. Before we go deep into that, I want to read one comment, but a tweet from Mutahi Ngunyi. This is what Mutahi Ngunyi said after that super amazing rally. The problem with Kamukunji revolutions is that they start in small installments, little by little. Then they acquire a life of their own. This is how the Arab Spring started. Raila's strategy is to destabilize Ruto the way Ruto disorganized Uhuru. Raila has nothing to lose. That is Professor Mutahi Ngunyi in reaction to Raila Odinga's successful rally. We are continuing with this panel discussion, but just a quick request for those who are watching and you have not subscribed, please consider subscribing. Channel subscribers, thank you so much for your unconditional support. Again, to all our viewers, please give this video a thumbs up. Thank you, and back to this discussion. What next for William Ruto, and what next for Raila Odinga after this rally? No one expected that Raila will command such numbers in Nairobi. And after this, again, people are asking what next for Raila Odinga. Of course, Raila had asked his supporters to come out in numbers, and they will continue having rallies day after day. They will be celebrating the Mashujaa Day again. So, expect Raila Odinga to call for another rally in an amazing way. It will come. That's the current situation. But now the worried side is that how will William Ruto manage to tame Raila Odinga? Just imagine, with this kind of a rally, what if he had tried to unleash the police against Raila Odinga rally? What kind of chaotic could we have witnessed? And again, another successful thing about Raila Odinga's story is that in as much Ruto would want to play the issue of unleashing some goons in maybe ODM or Azimio uniform to go and destabilize business people, they did not manage to do so because Raila was well organized and he was alert. The youth were well organized. They could not allow such kind of thing to happen. So, in that way, Raila already managed to thwart William Ruto's plan. He did not succeed on that. They had succeeded some time back, and if you listen to former governor, Mike Sonko, he would tell you how they used to do that. So Raila managed to outwit them. They could not play such kind of a game. So this was a very successful rally. Ruto tried to reduce this rally into maandamano, but he was stopped. Raila was very clear. Martha Karua came out clear, and they explained they are not calling for a maandamano. But even if they want maandamano, they could have called for it. But this is a peaceful rally. It succeeded. So Mutahi Ngunyi is warning William Ruto. It might start in a small installment, but again it will turn out into a revolution. It can do so if William Ruto will give Raila Odinga a deaf ear. If Ruto will not speak to Raila Odinga, if Ruto will not listen to Raila Odinga, it can turn into something else. Because the issues Raila Odinga is raising is of great concern. IEBC matters is not for one player in the game. It should involve all the players. If they involve all the players in this matter, then it will make sense. So Ruto has to reconsider going forward, replacing Chebukati. What about the 4 commissioners? Is he going to do it single-handedly, or is going to involve Raila Odinga? If he don't, then what Professor Mutahi Ngunyi is talking about, it is going to turn into a revolution. Because already Raila Odinga is saying that if there will be no consultation, then there will be no election in 2027. They will not go into an election. If they are not going into an election, what will they be doing? Because already they are already calling rallies and people are responding well. What will they be doing? That's a question Ruto should be asking himself as of now. Again, it's a mind clear. Youth got an opportunity to address President William Ruto and to petition their grievances to Raila Odinga and the country at large. They are now calling Raila Odinga to help them. The call there is that Baba tusaidie. But now Raila is not in power. It is William Ruto. They should be crying for help from Ruto. These people, remember, wanted for Raila Odinga. They don't want for Ruto. But their victory was stolen. The man in the power, it is William Samoei Ruto. So he has to sort out every problem of every Kenyan, because he's the one who is governing our taxes in this country. These youth who are talking here, the bodabodas who are talking in that meeting, the hustlers who attended that meeting are paying taxes to this government. And the man who is answerable, who is governing these taxes, William Samoei Ruto. People are hungry. They need food. People who don't have jobs, they need jobs. People are looking on how to survive. They need an enabling environment to learn their business freely. Ruto has to create that environment. Failure to that, they will turn out in their numbers, and Ruto is going to regret. And because of this, I want to tell you here categorically, William Ruto is going to create a powerful constitutional office recognized in the law for Raila Amolo Odinga. Whether it is going to be an opposition office, it will be. So hustlers, watu wa Kiambu, watu wa Mount Kenya, watu wa Rift Valley, mlisema Ruto anataka kufanyia wa Kenya kazi. Lakini ofisi ya kwanza ilikuwa ya Uhuru Kenyatta, ya pili akatengenezea Mudavadi, ya tatu itakuwa ya Raila. I'm telling you, he's going to give Raila Odinga an office with the proper funds so that he can do the oversight role. He's going to involve Raila Odinga in the formation of the next IEBC commission. In fact, they are proposing for the official opposition, and he's going to have power to appoint people into the commissions. He will suggest people for appointment in the commission. That means Raila will suggest in the next IEBC some people. If the president is suggesting 3, Raila will come with the 3. If the president is giving 4, Raila will bring 2. If the president is giving 5, Raila will bring 4. That's what is going to happen to bring peace. In other commissions, Zikwe Nigani, all of them, Raila is going to suggest people for appointment, and the president will take that advice. That is where we are heading to. And Ruto is determined to do this. And that's why you can see someone like Rigathi Gachagua. He is not comfortable. He's telling the president, don't bring Raila to our government. Let him play his opposition role. But now it is going to be official. That is the only way Ruto will govern this country, because again they have realized you cannot manage Raila Odinga if you want to oppose him as long as he's not in the government. You want to unleash police officers. Raila will thrive in a chaos. So to tame him, bring him near you, give him power, because when he's in power, he's a little bit weak. And you can see when he was with Uhuru, it costed him to some extent. So Raila is going to be in power. I can tell you, unless he refuses, but Ruto is going to bring him in power. He will be in power. Without that, Ruto cannot govern. And that is what Mutahi Ngunyi is telling Ruto. If you don't consider to bring him near you, to work with you, prepare for the worst. So Ruto is thinking on how he will bring Raila Odinga in the government. But not to like the way he was with Uhuru, because you could not tell what position he's holding. They are bringing the official opposition in the parliament. But the good thing is that he will have say on the nomination of some of these commissioners, the independent bodies, going forward. That's the only good thing. Another good thing is that at least when he's there, he will champion and push for development in areas of Azimio. Like we saw development coming in Nyanza when he was with Uhuru, because they not had a development project for long. He will push for Coast Region. He will push for the Lower Eastern. Na Western kukona Mudavadi. Akifail, shauri yake.